Hi there! So, today we have another fashion doll clothing haul right here lying on the table, and this time everything was part of the Xian Xian Princess line because last time I bought from the seller the clothing was simply good, so I thought why not try it again. And I have to say they even have more now because I had to look up the prices, so I guess we get even more of these. But let's have a look on the pieces that I have here. Because this time not everything is that perfect, but it is still okay and good for the price that I paid. The first dress here is not part of the Xian Xian Princess collection, and I didn't buy it. It was a free gift, and not a bad one, I have to say. So this time no free shoes, but a free dress, and that's already a good start, I think. It is a simple made dress, but the stitching is good. Also the material is very nice. It is very stretchy, and the touch of the glittery, shimmery fabric is also not bad. So overall for free, that is a very pretty and neat dress. Here you have it on Barbie or the standard made to move. I mean, the body could be a little bit thicker so that the shape would be a little bit more filled out, but it is doable. And from the back under the velcro there's already a little gapping, but I think the dress fits pretty good, at least from the front. Here you have it on the petite made to move, and this body is the only one that can wear this dress without any gapping under the velcro, but I think this dress looks better on a more curvy girl. Like the curvy Barbie body, but on this body here the gapping is pretty big. Also the velcro is not really laying down, it is really crushed, so overall this body is not the best match for this dress. Of course the dress would fit on the Mengf body. This here is a slimmer torso one, but it is a relatively loose fit, and even on this body there is a tiny gap under the velcro. Here's also the fit on a Mizi body, because the Mizi body does have now a very affordable fake version that you can buy on Aliexpress, and I know a lot of you really like this body, so I will include it into the fitting rotation. But since the fabric is so stretchy, this is also a very cute dress for the Worldbox 8201. Of course, it is gapping under the velcro, but it looks good in my opinion. Not the gapping, of course. I mean the dress itself, but the gapping itself also has a nice view in my opinion. And it is even a more revealing view on the 8202, but still from the front it is a nice looking dress even on this very curvy body. Of course the fabric gets stressed or stretched out a lot because of the very wide hips, but I think it's okay, and I don't mind if I have a dress that fits only the curvy girls. Next is this very interesting looking clothing set. It is also the most expensive one. It was a bit under €9 back in November when I bought everything, but it does come with quite a number of pieces. At first I was a little bit confused by the bag. The fabric is weird, it is very flimsy and thin, but honestly overall it's not bad. It looks quite nice when you style it together with the rest of the outfit. You also get a pair of shoes. Yes, these shoes are all over Aliexpress. You will get these shoes so often, and yeah, sometimes the good version, sometimes the bad version. This here is the not so good version, but honestly it's okay. You get a full outfit, and yeah, they are included. I will not use them for the styling, but still, they do exist. But the chain is very pretty, it is very well made. It should be worn around the hip, and later on you will see it looks really nice. The pants are very thick in material. It is a very thick jean material, almost as thick as for a human-sized jeans, I would say, but the stitching, for example, is done very nicely. Also included is this golden bikini top. This is the only bummer because the glitter is everywhere. It is a nice piece, it looks really good, but the glitter comes off and that is of course a bit annoying. With this outfit you also get a shirt that is included. A very good fashion piece, I think. I do like the cut, I do like the fabric and the good stitching. I do not like the buttons so much because they are glued on and I'm not a big fan of that. But honestly, this version here is the best glued on button version I have ever seen. You can barely see the glue, so overall for the price that I paid for the set, it's okay. First you can see the outfit on Barbie and it is way too large. I mean the bikini top is no problem, but the pants are way too large for this body. I mean you can push them down on the hip, but they are too long and even with super high heels it would not fit. And I don't think that it would even fit on the tall body, so overall this is not a very nice fit on the standard made to move in my opinion. You can get the pants over the curvy hips, but I'm not quite sure if the plaits look really good here. But overall, it fits way better than on the standard made to move. Of course, the pants are still too long. You would need to have very high plateau heels, but overall, I guess it is doable. And the curvy body, of course, can also wear the shirt, the belt, and even, of course, the bag. The chain is on its last eyelet, but that's fine. Nothing is pulling, so even on this curvy girl, the chain belt is really good. Here you do have the pants and the top on the Mengf body with the slimmer torso. It looks good because the Mengf does have a very slim waist, but the hips are not so slim. So the pants are very baggy when you push them up to the waist, but on the hip I think it looks quite nice, and also the pants are long enough for this body. And of course all the other items fit also very nicely on this body, so this is an outfit that goes pretty well with the supermodel aesthetic, also especially because of the thick material of the pants. So the doll looks a bit hippier than it originally is, so I think overall that's a nice silhouette for the supermodel type. And this is even more visible when you try this outfit on the Mizi body. The Mizi body is very slim. It does not have a lot of curves, and with this outfit here it looks like at least it does have nice hips, and that's definitely a plus, so I will keep this outfit for a Mizi girl or Mizi hybrid, and I really like the fact that the pants are long enough for the legs, because the Mizi body is very tall. It is even taller than the Mengf body, so it is not so easy to find really nice, good looking pants for this body. And of course all the rest is also fitting. It looks pretty nice, I think. Sadly, it is absolutely no match for the Worldbox bodies. I mean, of course, you could wear the top and even the shirt, but that's simply not it. The next item is a one-piece dress. Usually, I'm not the biggest fan of the glittery princess style dresses, but this one here looks very promising on the pictures. I did not buy the hat because I think it does not really look good together with the dress, but I definitely liked the look on the seller pictures of it. In real life, I have a few concerns. I don't like how the tulle is cut. It is a bit wobbly on the bottom, but it's okay. The shoes you have seen before. They are standard. They are often included, I guess, with Xian Xian Princess outfits. I don't really like them. I also don't hate them. They do exist. It's fine. But I have to say the champagne colored fabric is very nice. The touch is good. It is not too thin, not too thick. It is not crinkly or anything. It does have a very nice silky touch to it. I also like the little jewelry. It is glued on, but it looks good. It looks very stable. But there is a problem with this dress, and it is the shape. You can see it here on the stand-up made to move, and as you can see, it is very boxy. It is not fitted at all. I mean, the top is lined, and overall the stitching of this dress is very good. This is a very nicely done dress, at least for the price. It cost me $5, and that is a good deal for this kind of fabric. But you can see here, it simply does not fit. Of course, you can argue with me that this here is made for the Xian Xian Princess dolls, but they even have a slimmer waist than Barbie. And even here you can see it on the Mengf body. It is too slim for the bust is too busty. It is way too large for the waist. It looks awful, to be honest. And it also does not fit on the curvy Barbie body. You cannot get it over the hips, you cannot get it over the shoulder, absolutely no way. It does look also way too large on the Mizi body. You can see on the Velcro that on the top of the Mizi body it is a bit gapping, because the Mizi body does at least have a bit bust, but the waist is very large for a picture, so you could tuck in the waist a bit with your fingers, because the fabric is nice and you could give the doll the illusion that it does have a cinched waist, but it is simply not that well fitted. Here you can see it on a wider Mengf torso. It is a 2021 and it looks better, or at least wearable. You can see from the back that the bust is a bit too big, but this body does have a thicker waist, so the dress sits a bit better. But as I said, overall the cut of this dress is simply bad. I don't know what doll body they had in mind or what measurements they had on hands, but definitely not their own dolls, and also not Barbie. From the pictures, I would say they use an integrity doll body for the pictures, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I think it is an okay dress for €5, but the fitting, as I said, is just not really good. Next is a bikini set, and yes, I know most of us are in the middle of winter, but still I really liked it from the promo pictures, and I thought, why not try that out, even if it is pretty much cold outside. The panties are very delicate, they are very tiny, but I do like the fact that they have buckets on the side, only connected with the ribbons, so it should be possible to fit these on different dolls. The top is really nicely made. It does have this elastic in the back. The ribbons are okay. They are not at the same height. I mean, that's not so important. You can cut it off and bring both on the same length. Also, the ends of the ribbons did not get any heat treatment or fabric glue, so you would have to do that on your own just to prevent the ribbon from fraying. This set also comes with a headscarf, some shoes and sunglasses. Shoes and sunglasses are standard. You have seen them so many times, but the scarf is a very nice detail. Size-wise, it is a good match for Barbie, but because the stand-up made to move does have molded on underwear, the pants are simply too small to hide these, so you would have to find a body that does not have these molded on panties. Here you can see the bikini pants on their own. That's how the buckets look like without the bow. This set also looks very nice on the petite made to move. The body is tinier, so the molded on underwear is not such a big problem. The fabric is a bit stiff. It is more like a tea towel fabric, so a cheap one. So you can see the loose threads a bit. I mean, that's not a big thing, but still I wanted to point that out. but I definitely like how the top is fitted over the bust. It looks not so oversized on the petite girl, so this is definitely a set that you could consider if you would like to buy a bikini for your petite Barbie. On Mengf, the bikini pants are of course a little bit small. You can see a little bit of the butt crack, but honestly I think it looks quite charming. Because of the stiffness of the material, the top looks a bit small, but I think when you tie up the neck ribbon it will look even better. So overall this is definitely an outfit that also can be worn by the Mengf bodies. For the Mitzi body, of course, the pants are a bit loose. She does not have a lot of hips, but honestly, you would not see that directly if you look on the doll. You would also not see it on pictures, just if you put your finger there, so it is not really a big of a deal. And the top fits quite nicely, so it's also a good option for the Mitzi body as well. For the other bodies, there's no chance to fit on the top, and even the pants are really small. Next is an evening gown, golden one or one with golden sequins and even some metal chains for the leg cutout. I think this dress looks very fancy. Back in early November I paid a little bit over €6.50 for this set here. By the way, for the bikini set I paid around €2.80, so this outfit here is more than double in price, but also the fabric and everything is also way more, so I guess that's a good deal. The fabric is the same as for the sequin outfits you get for, I don't know, $1 or $2. The thin ones, I don't know if you... Yeah, the ones that look a little bit like the Barbie movie dancing outfit, I would say. But this dress here is simply better in its finishing. It is lined, it is also very well sewn, so this dress is very pretty, I would say. It does come with a pair of shoes, you have seen that. Also, the scarf is included, and the scarf does have the same material as the tulle of the princess style dress you have seen before. They do mix here silver and gold, which is totally okay for me, but I know not for everyone. The fit on standard made to move Barbie is okay. The dress is a bit long. You would have to wear it with very high heels. Also, the Velcro is not so pretty on the back. It does not really close perfectly. It is also very bulky overall. I don't know why. Also, that takes away from the very pretty dress. So overall, I really like this dress, but yeah, the back is not a stunner. And of course, it is way too large for the petite body. The Velcro closes a bit better, but still, it does not look really good. Sadly, absolutely no chance for the curvy girls. It does look very nice on the Mengf body. The length of the leg is very pretty, in my opinion. Also, the bust size is okay, but you can see it here. The Velcro also here does not really fit 100%. On the top, it is a bit gapping, but also the rest does not really close that nicely. This is simply a dress that you can admire from the front, but you should not look on the back in general. On the Mitzi body, the dress looks a bit too wide around the hip. When the Mitzi body wears this dress, you would have to spread the leg a little bit to fill out the cutout, but at least the Velcro closes a bit better on this body here. Also, the length is good. I would say this dress is a dress that could or should be bottom length, but it does have these chains, and the chains are longer than the dress, so I guess it's also the right length for the Mitzi body. The next dress is made out of the same material, the same fabric with sequins, just a different cut. And I already have to say this is the least favorite thing of this haul for me. It did cost the same price, also around €6.50. It does come with shoes and a fur scarf or stole, And let me tell you, this is a real showstopper. You will see it later on. But the dress itself is, yeah, what can I say? It is a stinker. They use chains for the shoulder straps. They do not have the same length. They are glued on. I mean, you can try to remove them. They, I guess, are glued on with hot glue. But the thing is, the material is quite sensitive, so you might ruin the inner part of the dress when you remove the chain, but honestly, it is not otherwise possible. It does not really look good on the doll with these non-matching chains, to be honest. And overall, the cut is a bit weird. You can see it here on Barbie. It is a little bit too tight. You cannot really close the Velcro completely. Also, the cutout for the cleavage is not nice. I don't know. It is simply a weird cut in general, in my opinion. Also, this dress here is shorter than the other one, so it would be a decent fit for the stand-up made-to-move lengthwise. As I said, the scarf is very pretty. You can see it here. It is fluffy. Also, the champagne-colored lining is also very nicely done. So overall, the selling point for this outfit here is definitely the scarf, but not so much the dress. Here you can see the scarf in comparison with the scarf that was included with the pink premiere Barbie. I have to say the Xian Xian Princess one is way prettier. The material is poofier. It looks just nicer. It is also a longer scarf. I have to say the one of the pink premiere Barbie is a bit short in my opinion. Maybe it is more realistic, I don't know. But on the doll I have to say the Xian Xian Princess one is simply prettier. It is also way more floaty. You can manipulate it way better to lay it around the shoulder of the doll. So overall this is definitely a very nice piece. But of course I bought the outfit mainly for the dress and I'm not really happy about the dress at all. Here you can see it on the petite girl. Of course for the petite girl it is too long. Still, of course, she also can wear the nice stole, but the dress itself is not a stunner. I was able to get it on the curvy body, but I cannot close it. But for a picture, that's at least maybe something. I mean, the straps still are wonky. That's something that bugs me quite a bit, but it is what it is. Here you can see it on the Mengf body. I have to say it looks better on the footage than in person. I don't know, the dress simply does not really fit that well and the Velcro also is very chunky. It does not really close that good on this doll body, so overall not a very nice fit. Size-wise, it is a better fit on the Mizi body, but maybe for this body this dress is also too short already, because it does have the slit and I don't know, it would not look that good with shoes together. So overall this is not a very good dress in my opinion. Also on this dress a few of the sequins came off very fast. That was not the case with the other sequin dress, maybe because the stitching are on different spots of the dress, I don't know. But overall this one here is not such a stunner as the same fabric one that you have seen before. I mean, the Velcro is bad on both of these. It makes the dress more bulky. They should have used a better quality Velcro in my opinion, but anyway, it is the back of the dress. It is not so important, but the dress you have seen before, the one with the chains, is way nicer than this one here. But the one with the chains does only come with this tulle stole or scarf. It is nice, but not so great. And this dress here comes with this very pretty fur scarf, so I don't know. I'm not so mad. It is only $6.50 and I really like the scarf. I mean, I was able to get this dress on the Worldbox 8201. I was not able to close the Velcro, but for picture, Yeah, why not? And because of the, in my opinion, a bit weird shape of the dress, I also tried it on the standard Model Muse body. It is definitely a better fit than for most of the more articulated bodies. Also, the length is not bad. It would also fit on the curvier Model Muse body, the music one, that came together with the pink Premiere Barbie. The Velcro still does not look perfectly fine on this dress, even not on the stiffer bodies, but the length is good, so overall for pictures, and when you're not too picky, I guess it is not a bad dress. I don't know, in person, I'm simply not a huge fan of it. But when I see it here again together with the stole on this body, yeah, it looks good. I just will have to adjust the shoulder straps because I really don't like it that they are so wonky. That's not a thing for me. Next up is a tiny little black dress. So it is a very common shape in the doll world. You've seen this dress so many times. It is a dress that is easy to make. It's just a short dress with a bit frill around the bust. But honestly, this dress cost me, or the whole outfit, cost me €3 back in November. And honestly, that is a very nice piece. And it fits a lot of different dolls. The bottom is hemmed, the top part is not hemmed, it is just cut and the frills are sewn around it, but it does not tear or fray when I used it for different dolls, so that's definitely a plus. It also comes together with a pair of boots and this piece of ribbon that does have a golden ribbon glued on. On the seller picture, it is shown as a choker, but I really do like the idea to use it as a belt. You can see it here on the standard made to move. This dress really looks pretty in my opinion. I do like the belt idea, but here you can also see it as a choker. This set even looks very cute on the petite made to move body. It still does have a good length, even on this shorter body in my opinion, so that's definitely a good fit for this body as well. Of course, it also looks very good on the Mengf body. The material of this dress is pretty much the same as for the black yoga made to move pants, so I wonder if this dress would stain the doll or not, because the first yoga pants, none of them ever stained one of my dolls, but the latest ones, they do stain, so I just don't know. Overall, usually this kind of fabric does not stain, but yeah, who knows. But overall, the shape is very pretty. Of course, it also works very good on the Mizi body. And this time even the curvy girls do have a chance of a nice dress. It does fit the Barbie curvy body. It looks quite nice. It is a bit tight, to be honest, but I don't think that this kind of fabric would wear out that fast, so I guess you could use it on different type of bodies quite often before the fabric stretches out too much. And it is a very nice fit for the 8201. Sadly, there's absolutely no chance to get the dress on the 8202. This girl is simply too wide-hipped for it, but for the standard one, and also for the 8203, this dress here is definitely a big win. I think it looks very pretty, it looks very good on this body, but I simply have no idea if the fabric would stain the body, because the vinyl is way more sensitive than a plastic body, so it might stain your doll at least a bit. So I don't know. Time will tell. I was very good with not staining my dolls in the past, but during the last year I also have a few candidates for a acne treatment in the summer, but that's what it is. If you try many other and different clothes and you do not try it on not so important other dolls before, you might end up with stains, and that's just what it is. But anyways, I really like this dress here. It is one of my favorite pieces, and I think it's great. For only $3, I definitely will try out more of the black dresses. And I even really like the ribbon. I mean, I take it as a belt, or I used it as a belt, but you could also use it really as a choker. But I simply liked it better as a belt. And even the boots are fine. You've seen them so many times on this channel because a lot of sets that you can buy on Chinese websites do have exactly these boots, but they're not super high quality, but they are decent. Next is a bodysuit. I guess you could also use it as a bathing suit, but to me it looks more like a bodysuit that you can combine with a pair of jeans and skirts and so on. There are also some shoes included. I really do not like this model, but it is not too bad. The color is fine, and I'm pretty sure that I will use it at some point. At least the heel is not so thin and unstable, so that's totally fine. This set also cost €2.80 back in November. Now it is a few cents more, but honestly, the price on Aliexpress always is a bit up, a bit down, so that's not a big thing to me. This bodysuit also has the same little golden ribbon as decoration as the choker or belt from the set before. It is glued on, but at least they do a good job with the glued on items. I have seen so bad examples of glued accessories that are glued on fabric, but here that is totally okay. It looks quite nice. But now it comes. Here you can see the bodysuit on a regular standard made to move. I cannot get it up. You also have seen that on the back of the bodysuit, one of the shoulder straps is a bit weirdly sewn, so there is an extra stitch or whatever. So this is not the best item in this haul, to be honest. But in fact, it does look quite nice on the petite made-to-move Barbie body. And it is not easy to find nice items for this tiny body, so I guess it is still a win. There are a few loose threads, and the bust part is overall a bit loose-fitting, but overall it is still nice. The material is also not bad. It is a bit stretchy, but not as much stretchy. It is more a cotton feel material. At least even the petite girl can wear the shoes. They are a little bit big when you look very closely, but they will not fall off, and the overall shape of the shoe, or the shoe model in general, is very clever indeed, because it matches a lot of different doll feet. I have to admit that that is a clever choice. I'm not quite sure if that is an original design or if it is taken from another company, because they do use shoes that are included with a lot of different doll outfits, but this shoe here I have not seen so often, I think. Here you can see the bodysuit on the Mengf body, and you can push it over the hip, but as you can see here, it is pulling on the seams quite a bit, but after that it is okay. It is a good fit, I would say. The body does have an arched back, and therefore it stands up a little bit. The fabric is not laying down on the back of the body because it is not that elastic, but still I think it looks good on the Mengf. I think you could use this bodysuit for a variant of different stylings. But I guess I got one that is not 100% okay. I don't like the stitching on the back, but it is on the back, so that's okay. The shoes are also okay. They do fit the Mengf body, which is funny because they also look good on the petite Barbie made to move and on the Mengf. And the feet are very different in size, but yeah, that's a good thing. The bodysuit looks even better on the Mizi body because the Mizi body is slimmer. After trying this bodysuit on different dolls, it does have a few more of these loose threads, so I would have to cut them off, but none of the seams came off or broke or anything. They're just the ends that show up now. The shoes also do fit on the Mizi body. They do not fit perfectly because the Mizi body, or the feet of the Mizi body, are a little bit more arched. So if you really put on the shoe correctly, the strap that would go over the ankle is a bit standing off because of that, but that's all, and therefore it's not a big thing. But of course, there's absolute no chance to get this bodysuit on any of the curvier girls. No chance at all. The next bodysuit is totally different though. I guess this one would also work as a bathing suit. The material is completely different from the bodysuit that you have seen before. The price is the same, also €2.80. You also get a pair of shoes. This time, this shoe here is definitely a knockoff of an existing Barbie shoe, but it is a good one. The material is good, the color is good, so everything is fine. The material of this body or bathing suit is very stretchy. It does have a lot give and take to it. It is similar to the black dress material, no wonky stitches, and as far as I can see, there are not a lot of loose threads. And it does have a very interesting design. I think it looks very cool because the strap part is not connected to the bust part, so you have a lot of option to use this piece on different doll bodies, and I really like that. And I'm surprised that this piece here is so different from the bodysuit that I have shown you right before this one here. I would not have guessed that from the seller pictures, honestly, but it is what it is, and you will see it on different doll bodies now. Here it is on standard Made to Move Barbie. It is an okay fit. It looks quite nice, but she does not have a lot of bust, and I think it might look better on a girl that does have a bit more bust, but overall still it does fit and it looks quite nice in my opinion. It does fit the petite body, but the bust area is way too large on this body. You could make it work for a picture in my opinion, but still it is too big. But sadly it is way too slim for the curvy body. I cannot get it over the hip. I mean, I could get it over the hip maybe with a lot of pressure, but after that the seams would have been torn, and therefore it's not a good idea. There are more girls to come. It looks totally fine on the Mengf body. I simply did not tuck under the short parts of the seams. They show up pretty fast when you try on these bodysuits, but they are long enough to be tucked under, so it's fine. On the Mizi body, the bust part again is a bit loose. It is still doable. You can make it work if you want to. But here you can see it on the Worldbox 8201, and I think this here is the best fit for this bodysuit. I think it fits very nicely. This body here has its original bust on, so it is the C bust. Later in the example styling you will see this suit on a smaller bust, but it definitely would also fit on the D bust, but absolutely not on the E bust of the Worldbox girl bodies. I mean, you can try to squeeze in the E bust, but yeah, if you would like to have it nicely in a fashion way, I would say D is the maximum you can go with. It's sad that it would not fit over the big hips of the 8202. I would have loved to see this, but I'm happy that it at least fit the 8201. The 8203 is a little bit longer in its torso, so it would not fit on this one as well. And that's it. That was the last piece of the haul, and here you can see 4 girls that are wearing some of the haul pieces. Let's start with the bodysuit that you have seen a few seconds before. This girl here is on the 8201 body with a B bust, and I think even on the smaller bust, this bodysuit or bathing suit looks very nice in my opinion. I paired it with this skirt that was also part of one of the hauls, which is originally also a 2-part outfit, and I was really surprised that the color match is that good. I think it's a very neat combination in my opinion. And I really like the strap idea that they had with this piece, with this bodysuit, because you could use it a bit off shoulder and totally near the neck. So I really like this piece, to be honest. What I also really liked was the fur scarf or the stole. It is a very cool, luxurious item, but I simply hated the dress it came with. So I decided that I just pair it together with the other dress, which looks very similar, but just better with the chains and everything. So overall, this is a very expensive look, I think. The shoes she's wearing are the same model as the ones that came with the dress and the stole, just these here are clear or translucent, and I just like them better than the white ones, but it is not a bad model. I'm pretty sure that even if you don't like to use the white ones with the other dress, you can wear them with other dresses. This here is the free gift dress, and I really like it. I have to find it in the store because I'm very sure that I have seen it before, but I didn't buy it because I don't know. It did not look so interesting to me. But in person, I have to say, I really appreciate the fact that I can put it on so many different dolls. So I will try to find it, and in case I'm successful, I will link it down in the description. I always link everything down in the description. You can find all the clothing there. And as always, I'm not affiliated. This is only for your information, and I have absolutely nothing from it in case you decide to buy one of these pieces from this shop or any other shop on Aliexpress. It is simply the best way, in my opinion, to show you what I have bought, what I have paid for it, where I have bought it, and in case you like it, you can find it yourself. You can use the seller images on Google image search, or you can, even when you try to buy these items on the app, you can use the picture to find similar items, so you will find different listings and maybe make a better deal than I did. The last girl is a Barbie head, or better said, the fashionista 188 on a Mizi body, and she wears this very extravagant outfit, and I have to say I really like it. It looks good. I switched the shoes. I thought, why not using these shoes? They match together with the bag at least, and I also really like the chain belt. It looks awesome. I'm pretty sure that I will use it with different stylings in the future, but also the other parts. I mean, the pants are very special. I think this is overall the best look, so you cannot wear these pants with, I don't know, a lot of different stylings, I guess, but of course the top and the shirt are very usable, and so is the belt. I don't know, I really like it. It looks like a luxurious hippie style, and I'm surprised that I'm even not mad about the glued on buttons, because that is something I really hate. But they managed to do it in a not so visible way, and that is okay for me. And overall, the prices I have paid for the pieces that I can see here is dang good. I mean, I was not happy about everything, and I have to say that everything that you can see here beside the gifted dress, and also the items that you cannot see here, are made by this Xian Xian Princess company. And you could think that they make the items for their own dolls, or at least wearable by different dolls, but you were also able to see that all the clothing was made with different shapes, different patterns. Some items fit on this body, some items fit on the other one. There's no consistent size, and I don't know. I mean, I collect a lot of dolls in different sizes, so I don't mind if an item does not fit on one doll. I'm very sure I will find another one that can wear it, so that's fine. But I also know that a lot of collectors only collect a specific type of doll, and I'm pretty sure that they will not be so happy when they got these items, or at least some of them, because the sizes, the fitting in general, varies a lot. But still, the items are good. Not all of them are perfect, but these are good doll clothings, and I'm sure I will try out more of these items or the Xian Xian Princess brand in general when it comes to clothing. Not when it comes to dolls, not my thing, but the clothing is good. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the seller. So this is here the Say a Good store. And I talked about this store before. I'm buying in this store since 2020, I think. At least 2020, maybe even 2019. I cannot really remember. But I just wanted to point out that I do not have any deal with this seller. I'm not affiliated. I don't get any promotion. I even get not any coupons. As far as I know, Aliexpress does not know who I am, and this is really only a sharing from stuff that I bought for myself, and it is in no way any promotion. Because sometimes when I read the comments, I do have the impression that you think I could be affiliated with Aliexpress or with one of the sellers, but I'm clearly not. I like to shop there. I have pointed out why I shop there pretty often. Maybe I will do a video about things like that in the future, but overall, I'm simply a normal customer like all of you. And I even was surprised because I had to look up all these items now that I were able to make the video, and at this moment I also would have to pay shipping costs because so far I never had to pay shipping costs on this shop here. There was always a free shipping level, you know, when you have to, or at least when I had to buy things for around 27 euros a few years back, and later on a little bit under 25 euros. So I had free shipping and I was always very happy about it. But at the moment I would have to pay shipping costs for not every item. I would have to pay shipping costs for the first item, for example, so for example, the whole outfit, so the luxurious hippie outfit, I would call it like that. Shipping would cost me 4 euros and 64 cents at the moment, and when I put in a different outfit with the same shipping cost, I would only have to pay the shipping cost one time. So you can add a lot of different outfits, not only from this listing, also from other listings of the shop, and you will not pay shipping for each and every item. Also, there is another shipping option for smaller parts like the bodysuits. There, the shipping cost would be 1 euro and 86 cents. So the next item would also be free shipping. So in total, the maximum shipping costs from this shop here would be 6 euros and 50 cents if I would like to buy the items that I bought in early November right now. But in case you buy these items over the app, there are also coupons available on the shop at the moment, which is also not always the case. Sometimes I see them, sometimes not. So I don't know, maybe something is strange at the moment because we are very close to Chinese New Year. And in case you're new to Aliexpress, I do not recommend buying stuff around Chinese New Year time. Not before and also not after that. It is the only really big holiday in China, and things go a bit weird on most of the shops around that time. So I do not recommend buying on Aliexpress shortly before and after Chinese New Year. And maybe I have luck, and when everything is just normal and the holidays are over, even the shipping price is back to the standard I'm used to. But anyway, as always, do your research. You can find all these items on different sellers, and I'm pretty sure even on other Chinese websites. I personally like to shop on Aliexpress because I think I have understood the system, and most of the time I feel pretty safe to buy there. But you will get a very good example for a super bad shop next week. During next week, I will show you some action figure heads, and I had to buy some clothes for them, or for the dolls, or honestly for the Worldbox bodies, and I had contact with a so damn bad shop, but honestly it is not so important, and you will see it next week. So this is the end of the video. I talked way too much, as always, I think, to be honest, but yeah, it's part of this channel, so sometimes I really talk too much. Anyway, I still hope you had fun with this video, and I hope you have seen some items that you were considering to buy anyways, and now you know if it might fit one of your dolls. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you again next week, and therefore I wish you a great start into the new week. Bye!